So you're probably a small gaming YouTuber that has under 100 subscribers and you're looking for how to grow. In this video, I'm going to be showing you an exact strategy that works to get you over 100 subscribers, and I guarantee if you do it right and actually follow the steps, I did it myself on my own channel, so I know that this strategy works. Now, the first thing you want to do before you do anything else is pick a game. Now, this game is just basically going to be your entire channel for a little while. It's not going to be forever. You're definitely going to be able to expand to other things in the future, but a lot of people aren't going to do this step, and that's probably the reason why they're not growing. Now, for this strategy, you want to pick a game that's not out yet. This can be pretty much any game as long as you think it's going to be pretty popular. I did it with Animal Crossing New Horizons, and this strategy worked perfectly. You have to make sure that this is a game you enjoy. If it's not one that you actually think you're going to like, then you're going to quit YouTube and you're not going to actually be able to grow. Now, once you have that game in mind, you want to think of what people are going to be searching for before the game even comes out and write video ideas about that. I meant to mention this in the video, but you want to install TubeBuddy. So once you've installed TubeBuddy, I'm going to show you what you actually have to do with it. So the first thing is you click on this TB icon in the top, then you want to go down and hit Keyword Explorer. This is pretty much what you need. Now, what you have to do is type in a keyword for the video idea. Okay, I just typed in what is Breath of the Wild 2 about. This has a 100 score. Really hard to get a 100% score. Don't aim for that. You probably want to aim for like 70 and above. That's probably what you want to look for. You don't want to only use keywords that are 100 because you're going to have a really hard time finding those. What you should type in here are going to be things that you think people are actually going to be searching for. So think in your mind, if you're trying to figure out this information, how would you say it? Maybe instead of Animal Crossing multiplayer, you type in what will Animal Crossing multiplayer be like? Different tricks like that are going to help you find keywords with a higher score, and that's going to help you a lot in getting views. Then you have to create a Word document. You want to paste whatever your video idea is at the top, and then you want to paste in your keywords that have a really high score. You want to create a list of 10 to 20, something like that, different keywords that have a really high score, and you can put that keyword score beside them so that you don't forget. One thing you're going to notice is Let's Plays and things like that are going to be completely off the table when you have less than 100 subscribers. They're not going to help you grow your channel at all, and you're really only going to be wanting to make videos that people are asking a question and you answer that question. Those are the types of videos that get views for people that don't have subscribers. Even if you want to do a Let's Play really badly, you can make it, but don't expect it to perform well. Now that you have a video idea that you've researched, you found keywords that fit that idea really well, you know this video is going to be really popular if you do it right, you want to create your thumbnail. Now, the thumbnail is something that a lot of people do last. That's really bad because the thumbnail is super important. Now, to actually make your thumbnail, I'd recommend not using those really basic editors like Canva and PicMonkey. Those are just too basic. You're not going to be making incredible thumbnails that really stand out with those. So I'd recommend downloading GIMP. It's just like Photoshop, but it's completely free. And I'll leave a tutorial in the description in case you don't know how to use it because it's really complicated at first. But the quality of the thumbnails you're going to be able to make in that versus pretty much anything else, it's just going to blow those away. Type one of your high scoring keywords into the search bar on YouTube, see what the thumbnails look like for that. You want to make a thumbnail that completely stands out from those and catches people's eyes, so see what colors they're using and use a completely different color that's going to stand out super bold. So if they're using maybe light blues and things like that, maybe you want to use a super saturated red and just do something completely different from there so that it stands out and actually makes them take a look. So you know what color your thumbnail is going to be, now you don't know what to actually put in it. I'd recommend putting your face in it if you can, or you can put a face from one of the characters in the video games, but it's actually been proven that thumbnails with faces actually get more views than videos that don't have a face in the thumbnail. In your thumbnail, you also want to include text that very briefly, in the fewest words possible, explains what the video is about. If it's how does Animal Crossing multiplayer work, just put Animal Crossing multiplayer. That's all you need. The rest of the information is going to be in the title, because if you have a really eye-catching thumbnail, people are going to look at the thumbnail, then they're going to look at the title. So you don't need all of your information in the thumbnail. So another tip for your thumbnail is you want to make sure that it has 3 major elements or less. You don't want to have any more than that or else it can get too confusing and people are not going to know what the video is exactly about because there's no major part to focus on. You can put more information in the title and actually at the start of the video. The point of this video is how to get 100 subscribers, but up to this point I haven't really mentioned anything that's actually going to get you subscribers, but we're just getting to that part right now. So this step is recording your videos to actually get subscribers. The first thing that you need to do is make sure your lighting is really good. So you can record in front of a window or you can buy lights. If you're recording always at night, I'd recommend buying good lights that are going to give you a natural look, and that's going to make pretty much any camera that you have look really good. And the next thing you have to get right is your audio. So you're probably going to want to buy a microphone, so you can use ones in AirPods or headphones. Those usually are pretty good quality, but the one in your camera is probably bad quality. If you want to buy a microphone, I'd recommend this one, which is the Blue Yeti, or you can buy the Blue Snowball. You want to have the microphone really close to your mouth to get the best quality, so I'd actually recommend getting this one with the big boom arm so you can put it wherever you need. One thing though, I want to warn you, if you buy the Snowball, you might want to upgrade in the future. If you buy the Blue Yeti, it's pretty much the best microphone you'll ever need unless you're like a professional or something. I also recommend not putting your face right in the center of the shot like this. It just looks bad. It looks unprofessional. It's what you'd expect that you have to do to make a good video, but don't. It doesn't look very good. Now you're right about to record your video. You have all your quality really good. You want to make sure you have bullet points or even a full script before you even start, because you're going to get lost during your video and you want to keep your video rolling so people don't get bored. You want to keep it fast paced, and I'd also recommend keeping your introduction really short. Don't tell them to subscribe. Don't tell them anything like that. You want to tell them what is the video about right at the start of the video, and you don't want to waste anyone's time because then they're going to get bored and not watch the rest of your video. Now that you're all done recording, you want to edit your video. Now this actually does affect how many subscribers you get pretty significantly at this point, because what you want to do is start your video in the first 20 seconds. Your video doesn't start that soon. People are going to get bored. They're going to see that you're just you're wasting their time. They're just going to watch someone else's video, and that's a viewer that you could have had subscribed, but they didn't. Because the way that you get subscribers using my strategy is you want to make videos that are so high quality that you're going to get comments that are like, wow, I can't believe this channel only has like 50 subscribers. They should have 50,000, something like that. And you can do that by having the quality of your video really good and the quality of your editing be really good. So that way people are going to be impressed when they click on your video. So how do you actually make your video look like that? So first of all, I'd recommend using DaVinci Resolve instead of like iMovie, because iMovie is really basic. I recommend that you cut your video every 5 to 10 seconds. If you cut to a different shot every like 3 seconds, it's going to get really bad. It's going to be like jumping around everywhere. You want to switch between scenes really often so that people stay interested in the video. It's not just like one shot that's just like on your face for the entire video. I'd recommend cutting between your face in the corner, your face taking up the whole screen, the thing in the corner being different sizes, anything like that you can add visual variety to your video. The next thing I'd recommend is making your video as short as possible. If you can cut your video down to be as short as possible, then people are going to watch all the way to the end, and then they can watch a different video. And once they're watching a bunch of videos, they're more likely to subscribe. So it's really important to make your video as short as possible and cut out stuff that just doesn't add to the video at all. Now that you have a really good quality video that is shot, edited, and everything like that, you have to do something which is called SEO. So that stands for search engine optimization, and pretty much what you're going to be doing is making sure that when somebody types in something, your video will come up. So that's probably how you found this video that you're watching right now. This is pretty much the only way to get views when you have no subscribers or very few subscribers. So remember at the start of the video, you made this Word document and you pasted all these keywords in, so you have so many different keywords that all apply to the same video. Now here's what you have to do. For your title, you want to make it your highest scoring relevant keyword. So whatever it is, just make it that. Maybe add words to the start and end of the keyword to make it more like something you'd actually say, because sometimes the keywords end up being something really weird and robotic sounding, but you don't want to add any letters in between, otherwise it's not going to be the same keyword anymore. In your description, what you want to do is the first part of the description is telling people what the video is about, so the first 3 lines should be that. Then you want to write a completely new paragraph, and this you're going to be pretty much writing in all your keywords, but you're going to make it into real sentences. Now the reason you can't just paste all your keywords in by themselves is because that's against the YouTube terms of service, and you don't want to get banned for doing that. So I'd recommend not getting banned. So you can pretty much write in all of the rest of your keywords into your description. And then for your tags, you want to just paste every single keyword in order from highest to lowest scoring. That's pretty much all you need for your SEO. Then you want to upload your thumbnail, add an end screen to your video, and you're pretty much good to go. I'd recommend posting a video either once or twice a week until the game comes out, because remember, for this strategy to work, you want to pick a game that hasn't come out yet. So coming up to the release date, you want to think of a lot of things that people could be searching for. And since the game isn't out yet, you can't actually test this in TubeBuddy, because no one's going to search for how to do something in a game that isn't out yet. But on the release date of the game coming out, then you want to check all of these keywords in TubeBuddy, do as many as you can, and find the really good video ideas. And here's the crazy part. I recommend posting every single day quality videos. You only want to keep this up for about 2 weeks, or if you can keep going longer, then I'd recommend doing that. The reason you want to do this now is because if you take a look at most games, it's flat, it goes up a little bit, and then it spikes when it releases, and then it just dies right after that. So to get views, you want to make a bunch of videos while it's on that spike, and that's the reason why you'd post every day. If you could post twice a day, you could do that, but that's the quality of your videos is going to be so low at that point, I wouldn't really recommend it. When the game comes out, that is the point where your channel is going to explode way past 100 subscribers. On this channel, I have like 40 subscribers. The game came out in that week. I shot to like 120 subscribers or something like that. It works so well. But after those 2 weeks of posting every day, you want to go back to once or twice a week, or you could even take a break or something after that, because that's just going to be a crazy amount of work. Now, after your game releases, you should have 100 subscribers at this point. But if you don't, you want to pick the next game that's really similar to that game, because if the first game you pick is like the next Mario game and then the next one is like Call of Duty or something like that, none of your subscribers are going to care about both of the games. But if your first game is Mario and your second game is Zelda, a lot of your subscribers are going to care about both of those games, and that's the type of games you want. So then you want to repeat this strategy, but mixing in whatever your next game is with your game that's already working. And then when that game releases, you're going to spike up in subscribers, and then eventually you're going to have a bunch of games that you know you can make videos on and it's going to get views. And then also just try to exceed people's expectations and respond to every comment, because when you respond to a comment, people are gonna get a notification, they're gonna come back to your channel. So what I want you to do is comment what game you're gonna start making videos about, as well as the number of subscribers you have right now, and start doing this strategy. And if it works, let other people know, because I guarantee that this strategy is really, really good. And I did it on my channel and it worked perfectly, but then I unfortunately gave up, because if you work yourself too hard, or if you pick a game you don't actually like, I didn't like Animal Crossing, so I pretty much just quit. So if you got value out of this video, if it helped you get your channel to 100 subscribers, be sure to watch one of the other videos and even subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video or on my Twitch channel every Monday evening. Bye.